Welcome everybody to Treats and Eats with Krista and Jodi. This is not our normal time. We are usually the second Tuesday of the month, but we wanted to wait till after Thrive's convention, which was last weekend, because we wanted to share some of the new and exciting stuff. So we're going to have super fun. It's going to be short and sweet, but we always want to teach you something new and share some good recipes and all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm going to move this over here. So convention happens once a year. Can you see me okay from there? I might pull this a little closer. And it's basically where the Thrive consultants come. We learn about the company, we learn about products, we learn how to be better consultants for our customers. And it's tons of fun. And my favorite part is they always launch something new. So they actually launched this meal bucket last month during the back to school sale. Has anybody, you can chat or raise your hand, got this bucket yet? I love this. Okay, so I have done a million different things for 72-hour kits, but this is so cool because it contains 6 different of the Thrive meals, the new meals. I mean, they're not that new now, but so it has 2 different breakfasts. So there's 4 total breakfasts and then 4 different lunch and dinners. So you can have something different, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 days, and then 2 more days. So if you eat, I had it calculated. Depending if you can't count it as a 2-person or a 3-person, it can last like 3 days for 3 people or 4 days for 2 people or whatever. Because it's 1 cup serving, so they're pretty big. Like my husband and I will eat 1 pouch, and it's a pretty filling meal. So this is an amazing plan for 72-hour kits. Especially you can just grab the bucket. It's not heavy. A kid could carry this. You could probably put it on a carabiner and hook it to your backpack, or if you're grabbing and going in your vehicle, you can stick a bunch of these in your car. So I am collecting them over time. It's gonna get like 1 a month and go from there. And I'm also sending one to my child in college. But if you can't afford to do a whole bucket, or you have tons of food and you want to create your own, I wanted to show you a couple of things. So if you know me or have watched our demos, I do like meals in a jar all the time. I have a book about it. I have a website for it. So if you want to learn more about jar meals, you can check out mealsinajar.net. So you can take any meal in a jar recipe. So if you find them online or if you use some of mine, most of these that are just add water, you can stick in a Mylar pouch or a food saver bag, and it can go in your 72-hour kit. So it kind of depends how long, like how often you want to rotate and how long of a shelf life you want to give it. A Mylar bag is going to give it a little more shelf life. And also you can cook straight in the bag. So you could add, well, make sure that it's safe. Some of the Mylar bags say it's not safe, but most of them you can. So, and same thing with the Thrive meals, the instructions on them don't say to do it in the bag, but I did, and it worked just fine. So, so take any of your jar meals, you can throw them in the bags, you can seal them up, take the oxygen out, you can put an oxygen absorber in this and then flat iron it. You got your own homemade versions. So if you're gluten sensitive or dairy free, or you need anything like that, you can definitely customize these how you want. And then one other thing that I love that I've done for my family for hiking and camping, and it also works for 72-hour kits, the scrambled egg mix. You can take this, mix it with onions, cheese, sausage, peppers, and you can throw it all in a little Ziploc bag. When you're ready to cook like an egg scramble, you just add your water to the bag and you can stick the bag in a boiling pot of water and it'll cook in the bag. So you don't have to bring a fry pan too. And so that is a nice option if you're worried about space. And you could also make a couple of these and then stick them in a bigger Mylar pouch and seal that up, and that'll get your shelf life a little bit longer. So I love those options. I got this food saver when it was on sale at Costco. This does everything, and it also will seal jars with my jar lid attachment. So I did want to cover 72-hour kits just a little bit because I was super excited about the meal bucket. And it's still National Preparedness Month for a few more days. September is National Preparedness Month. Now, speaking of the meals, that is one of the things that they launched at convention. And they launched, well, I may actually let Krista go over this because she is going to showcase one of them while she's on the beach. So I'm going to mute myself and move some of this stuff out of the way. Are you in a spot where you can, Krista?
Sure. Just so
Okay.
you know, I'm going to get lots of looks, just so you know.
Sounds good. That's how we do things here.
Right. And okay, so I have to show you my view really quick because it is beautiful here. If anyone knows San Diego, you're going to know where I am when I do a roundabout. There's my roundabout. Okay. I'm hanging out on the beach at Hotel del Coronado in San Diego today. So yeah, I'm not in a swimsuit. Anyway, I'm going to show you, but I did bring dinner. I brought dinner, which is awesome. Okay. And people are walking.
Swimsuit cooking demo would be a whole new demographic for us. Just saying.
Right, exactly.
It's some different viewers for that one.
It's funny. There's a wedding about to happen right over here. They're setting up for it. So it happens on the beach, right? So what I'm going to do for you today is this is one of the new meals. There are 3 new meals. This one is called chicken teriyaki and rice. They have also beef pot roast, and they have butter chicken. Okay. So, and these are amazing. Actually, I didn't try the butter chicken because I'm allergic to curry, but I passed on that one. But I brought this one all the way from Phoenix today. And so we're going to cook because here's the deal. Thrive is so versatile, right? We've talked about this so many times, right? But here, check this out. I went to Starbucks and got hot water. That's where my water is coming from. And I don't have a measuring cup. And I did bring my handy dandy camping spoons so I can wash them before I get back on the plane in a couple of hours. So here we go. We're going to make dinner right here on the beach. All right. That's off. And there are people there's people around me, people. Okay. So, but this is why we work well. Okay. This, just so you know, this almost stopped me from getting on the plane today. It might be that they thought this was over 3 ounces. I don't know, but they had a real problem in security this morning. So just telling you. So what I'm going to do, I opened the bag, right? You can kind of see inside a little bit, right? I'm actually going to close it with air in there, and then I'm going to shake it up to get all the stuff at the bottom to come up to the top a little bit, right? So, because I want it to be nice and mixed before I pour the water in there. Now the directions say, because I have not even read those yet, open pouch, remove oxygen absorber, done that. Pour contents into a medium-sized container, add 1 cup of boiling water, stir well and cover, let stand 10 minutes. Uncover, stir again, and serve. Those are the directions, but like Jodi said, we've both done these. I've done this in a hotel room before, which is nice. I don't have to go out to eat. And I don't have a measuring cup, but I know this is 12 ounces, I think. So I'm going to guess. Here we go, guys. I'm guessing. Oh, there's music in the background. Isn't that convenient? Okay, this is 12 and I need 8. So I think that's going to be good for me. Okay. And take my handy dandy spoon and I'm going to stir what I got. Again, I guessed, people. I guessed. It's okay to guess. If it's too runny, I'll just let it sit a little longer. If it's too dry, I got a little extra left, right? So we are going to stir as much as I can here. And then I'm going to put this over here and I'm going to put this down on the oxygen absorber. Like I'm a cement block here. We're really cooking. We're cooking in the wild. Okay. That is good and sealed. Okay. All right. So I'm going to kind of mash it around so that the water, I make sure to get the water up there. I'm going to be very careful though. And then I'm just going to sit this off to the side for a minute on its side so that it's more apt to get everything all nice and moist in there. Right. Okay. So let's talk about these meals for a minute. So Jodi talked about the bucket. She talked about having her in there. She talked about what it's good for. All of those things are true. But these meals are so much better. I mean, they're good for anything and everything. If you need a quick dinner before your soccer game, if you need a quick dinner in between meetings, if you need a quick lunch that's going to be healthier and all of the things, they're good for so many different uses. And you know what? I actually went to a birthday dinner last night and I didn't have time for a birthday present. So I actually grabbed 3 of my meals, threw it in a bag and put a bow on it. They make great gifts. So as you can see, there's lots of different ways you can actually use these meals. And any questions about the meals? There's lots of different things you can do with these meals. If you guys have ideas, definitely put it in the chat. Otherwise, I know I'm supposed to wait 10 minutes, but we're going to check on the teriyaki rice. Is that cool? Because
And some people do ask about the pricing on them.
oh yes, that's a good
So
thing.
it varies depending on the meal. So the 2 new chicken ones are, I knew it and I forgot. It's like 10 or 11. It's probably $10.99.
I think it's 11 something. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. Meals. And then the beef ones, I mean, we all know that beef is expensive
I think that's 18
right now. Yeah, it's like 17 or 18.
Yeah. But do you know how much my lunch was today?
Probably more than that.
With or without tip?
Right?
Without tip, it's $39 for lunch.
So they told us a statistic this weekend that the average family eats out at a restaurant 5.9 times a week. Like I was talking about that with my husband and it just blew my mind. That's so many times a week. It's almost every day. So that's crazy to me. It's crazy.
It is crazy to me because I don't eat out on a whole heck of a lot. I like to stay home and eat because I'm at home a lot, but I just spent $38 and I gave her a $15 tip because she let me sit there for 3 hours.
Yeah, if you have a family, I mean, you can feed your family of, 2 adults and a couple little kids probably for the cost of one of those meals. If you have a big family like me, I probably need 4 meals, but still to go to any restaurant, even McDonald's is $80 for my family. So
yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They are a good deal. And this one, I'm telling you, this is my most favorite now.
It's my favorite now too.
Right. So here, let me find my fork. Here's my fork. Okay.
So did you use boiling water or just hot water?
I used boiling. Well, it felt like boiling water. So it came out of a really hot water Starbucks machine thing, whatever. So, but I kind of felt the chicken, like I was kind of kneading the pouch and I kind of felt the chicken and everything, and it's almost done. So I'm just checking on it. It probably could use a few more minutes to sit, but I don't want to waste your guys' time.
Look at Melissa. She's giving us all the prices here while I'm trying to look it up.
Right.
Who's the MVP? Look at that. So good.
Yum, 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 yum.
So I'm going to tell you guys a little story. And if Krista has to jump off, excuse her. She's out there for meetings. So the prices vary. Some of them are, the $11.89 is the potato one. $10.99 for the new chicken ones. The pot roast $18.29. We did sample that one as well. Melissa says yummy and tastes like comfort food. Did you finish? Are you done? She's just eating. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, did you just mute? I was waiting for you to tell us delicious.
It is so good. So let me just interrupt for 2 seconds. It is so good. Nope. It is so yummy. I'm going to lick my fork clean and then I'm going to go back in for my meeting. But thank you very much for listening to me and letting me participate. Love y'all.
Hey.
I'll see y'all later.
Okay. So I have to tell you guys a story. After our convention, my husband and I thought it would be like such a good idea to hike a mountain. It was like 16 miles round trip. It probably would have been shorter, except I think we might have gotten a little bit lost, but I just want to show you this. I brought that teriyaki meal to the top of the world. Can you see the background there? So what we did, there's a spot, this is on Mount Timpanogos, and there's a place where you climb up over this rock ledge. Like we were climbing up the backside of this mountain, and it's like a sheer cliff almost. And you're doing these switchbacks and you climb up over the edge. And all of a sudden you can literally see the entire valley. It was the most beautiful. Like I gasped when I came up and over the edge. And so that's called the Saddle. And it's about an hour away from the peak. So most people get up to there and they say, I'm pretty good. But we had it in our minds that we were going to make it the whole way. So what we did was, I'm gonna make me the spotlight. Okay. So what we did was we put in our water. So at that first picture, we put just a cup of water in. It was cold. It was just from our water bottles, and let it sit while we climbed to the rest, right? So we went to the top. This is even higher up, and I was eating it and it was so delicious. Can you see that on the thing? Like, look at that view. I seriously felt like I was on top of the world. You could see 3 different valleys from where we were. It was incredible. And I have to show you one other funny thing. We did cheers with Diet Coke at the top too. It was very nice having a Diet Coke right about then in the hike. I was so tired. Okay, so I'm gonna share a couple last little things, and then we'll get you guys out of here early. So one other thing they do at convention and with consultants is they will do consultant only or convention only products. So this year they launched, does anyone want to guess? Did you already see it behind me? I don't know if you could guess. I don't know if anyone's chatting, but I'm waiting too long. Oh, it does look like beets, but it is actually dragon fruit. Okay. This, they're not planning to sell. So you could only buy it at convention. So of course I bought a case of them, 10 of them. And then I was so excited to taste it. Look at how beautiful this is. Can't even see how pretty, but you can see the little seeds and everything. It totally looks like a pink kiwi. So I tasted it. Pretty excited, and I didn't like it very much. It's my best review. Just kidding. A lot of people loved it. I have never eaten plain dragon fruit, so I have always eaten it in smoothies, and I guess I didn't realize it wasn't as sweet as I was thinking it should be. It just tasted kind of like a kiwi that didn't, like they forgot to put sugar in the kiwi or something like that. So but I'm going to show you how to make an awesome smoothie, like a bright pink smoothie. It has really good good nutritional content, and it's really good if you can mix up your vitamins by eating different fruits and vegetables in what you're making. So I was Googling recipes for dragon fruit, because like every time I go to a smoothie place, I always want the one with passion fruit or dragon fruit, all the fancy ones. Yeah, Kat, you cannot get it. It was only available at convention, but I will share a secret after. So I'm going to show you a little trick with smoothies. Okay, so I do 2 kinds of smoothies. One is like a delicious, yummy smoothie, and one is a healthy smoothie, okay? So if you're gonna do a healthy smoothie, I have a little formula, and you basically start with a green base. I like using spinach quite a bit, and spinach is on sale this month. So if you wanna make a green smoothie, I do spinach and kale. You can do about, if you're doing a big smoothie, you do like 3/4 cup of green. It looks purple on here, but the kale is also green. You can also do any green vegetables. You can do zucchini. You can do broccoli. If you do the stronger ones, you might want more fruit because they're strong. Peas are a really good smoothie addition, and they are also on sale this month. So for green smoothies, I'm going to give you guys a green smoothie recipe in the replay where I do all the recipes, but I'm not going to make both because I don't want to wash my blender in the middle. So basically I do about 3/4 cup of green, 3 cups of sweet fruit, and 2 cups of water. And then you can add whatever else. Now that makes a smoothie that's like a big full, basically like a quart of smoothie, which is what a lot of people will try to do that in a day to get all of their fruits and veggies in. If you want to just do something yummy, you can skip the veggies completely. I'm going to show you like a yummy dragon fruit pink smoothie. And I usually also do that with a little bit of protein powder. So you get a little more filling filling stuff that way. Sorry, I got to admit people while I'm speaking. So I usually start with actually a little bit of powdered milk because it creams up your smoothie. Now, if you're going to use protein powder, you wouldn't really need powdered milk. And I only did 1.5 cups of water, so I'm not going to do quite as many. And then I always do bananas as a base because the texture is so good for some reason. And if you have, my bananas are getting a little bit mushy, not mushy, the not crunchy because I live in humidity. I'm at the end of my can. So they're not crispy anymore, which is fine because they're great for smoothies that way. So I don't have to waste them. So I usually do quite a bit of banana. And bananas are pretty sweet. So that will help with the dragon fruit since it's not so sweet. So I'm making it with a lot of the sweet fruits. Okay. And then apples. So Fuji apples are on sale this month. And she's having a hard time getting in. But one time, Granny Smith apples were, I think, 50% off on one of the sales. And I bought, I think, 3 cases. So then I was like, I'm not allowed to buy any other apples ever again because it was kind of a lot. So I just use my Granny Smith. They're a little bit tart. If I want sweet, I do have a bunch of cinnamon apples because I bought, I think, 2 cases of those when they were on sale, and those use the Fuji apples. I like pineapple. Depending on what batch, you might have small, tiny pineapple chunks, or you might have bigger chunks. And there's not an exact science here, but I will do actual measurements in your recipe. Some people are just like wingers. They wing it, and some people want to have exact measurements, but the pineapple's really good in it. Mango is also really good with dragon fruit. So you can see I'm kind of doing a lot of the sweeter and light colored ones because I really want to have the pink of the dragon fruit show. And this is interesting. I poured like the ends of one can of mango into my other can. Look at the size difference. It depends on the crops that they get and the farmers they use. So your food might not always look exactly the same. So don't freak out if your mangoes have always been smaller and then all of a sudden they're bigger. This means it was a better crop somewhere else the next year. So I got mangoes. And then if you want to, in smoothies, sometimes I'll put yogurt bites. Like when I do regular smoothies, I'll put yogurt in a lot of times to make them creamy. You can do the coconut bites if you're doing more of a tropical smoothie. If you want to do more healthy, you can always add chia and flax seeds. Blueberries are really good in smoothies, but they make them all look a little bit brown. So if you're doing like a green smoothie and you do blackberries and blueberries, it ends up looking like a vomit colored smoothie and it's not as appealing. So, but this dragon fruit is a gorgeous shade of magenta. I shouldn't have used my red measuring cups because you can't tell. But we're going to see how colorful we can get this pink. Look how pretty. It's like brighter than raspberry. It's like a bright magenta. I don't know, my husband loved it. He was like, we'll give away all our cans of passion fruit. I'm going to tell you a secret about it in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to pulse this. So you can do it to taste. You can do it thicker, smoother, like thinner. You could add protein powder. But look at that gorgeous color. Like my children would completely drink that. Love having the pink mustache. Probably tastes better than the green mustache ones, right? So that's some ideas with smoothies. Now, some of the ways I do smoothies, actually, when I'm on a big smoothie kick, I will line up 7 Ziploc bags and just go, just like the meals in a jar. You can do it in a bag or in a jar, and then you're not having to pull out. When I do this, and I leave it till the next day, my husband's like, did you have to take out every single can for your cooking demo? So if you don't like taking every single can out every day, you can just make a bunch of them, make different varieties, have them all in a bag or in a jar, and it works really good. So I love doing smoothies. Thrive is awesome because you don't have to worry about your fruit going bad and you can have a million different varieties. So here is the trick with the dragon fruit. I don't know if most people on are already consultants. I know quite a few of you are, but so I have, I think, 8 more cans left. So I'm going to give away a few of my special coveted cans. So if you want to sign up as a consultant with Thrive or start a new delivery. So if you've never been on the delivery, you've never tried buying Thrive before, or you want to try to sell it and start a business, even if it's just a business to sell to your family and friends or just to buy from yourself, I will send you one of my cans. And not just because I thought it was yucky, I actually really like it in the smoothie. So I just didn't like dragon fruit that much plain, I guess. So I'm doing such a great sales pitch, right? So that is my bonus for September or October. And actually, if you sign up as a consultant in that time frame and then make $1,000 in sales, either to yourself or someone else, they'll give you a $150 Thrive credit rebate. So in free food. So it's basically like you buy your kit and then get the value of your kit back in free food. It's pretty awesome. It's an awesome way to start building your food storage. And it's really fun. Like we go to conventions and have a great time. Some of you guys on the call were there. You make lots of friends and you really are helping people. I feel like it's such a blessing in my life to be able to share preparedness knowledge and get my family and friends to be able to have food in their house. So that is the promo that I'm offering. So let me know if you're interested, if I'm the one that invited you to this call. If you were referred from someone else and they weren't at convention and don't have dragon fruit, I'm sorry that they won't be able to offer you the same deal. But you can still join if you want. You can still buy all the stuff that's on specials this month. The monthly specials are always 25 to 30% off. Normally, if you order through the delivery service, it's a monthly auto ship and it's free shipping and 15% off everything that you buy. So then the actual monthly specials, as I was talking, as I said, blueberries are on sale this month. Spinach is on sale this month. Those are only available to delivery customers. So yeah, let me know if you have questions. Go talk to whoever invited you. They will hook you up. If I'm the one that invited you, then talk to me. And like I said, if you have never bought before or you are not a consultant already, then hit me up and we will talk about how to get you your dragon fruit. I know you guys want to drink this pink smoothie. Look how good it looks. It's like the picture, the picture I did to promote the class. Totally looks like that. Do we have any questions about like the 72-hour kit stuff or smoothie stuff or the sales or dragon fruit? I'm going to just pop closer because I'm old and I can't see that far away anymore. For meals, spend a certain amount to get free shipping. It's $99 for free shipping. So it's not terrible. You can get a couple cans or that meal bucket is $155. So if you get one bucket, it's automatically free shipping. Okay, dragon fruit is good if you get it fresh. Okay, I bet the Thrive one is fresh. They always get it like at the peak of ripeness. I think it just wasn't quite sweet enough for me by itself. But I bet if I mixed it with something in my mouth at the same time, I'd probably like it. Yeah, beautiful color on the blender. Ooh, dragon fruit, lemonade, and agave. Yum. Okay. Any other questions, you guys? And then I'm gonna shut down. Dragon fruit, instant milk, bananas. Yeah, that's pretty much. I also did mango and pineapple, Melissa. I'll type up the recipes and you guys can have it in the replay. Just give me a couple days to get it out. If we don't have any other questions, just let me know if you want to take me up on one of those offers. You can watch the replay if you wanted any more details. I know we didn't cook a lot today. It was just kind of a quick and dirty to show you what was new with convention. They also had these cute aprons there. Look at how cute it is. I got my Thrive can on it. It's kind of fun. So yeah, come to convention, and even if you're not a consultant, you can still come and learn. So let me know next year if you're interested. All right, ladies, thanks for being on.